Time to see if we won this and then talk about some sweet Hydra action. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. Good morning. How you doing today? Did I stay in first overnight? Please? Yes! I was so worried about someone sniping me for the 6-star mythical gear, so we'll go take a look at that. I'll mention some stuff about the new packs. We have the Lizard Day thing today, which is super random. I don't know what's going on with that, but we do have a 10x on Sulfurion. This dude is not only cool, he's so freaking cool, but he's also really good. I saw a screenshot of him doing 50 million damage on his own in Nightmare Hydra. This guy is super legit. I definitely would not mind having him on my account. So maybe we'll do a sneaky 10 pull here at the beginning of the video. Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm not gonna think too much about it. Probably will get nothing, but you never know. Maybe it will be something. Maybe it'll be Sulfurion. There's a Godseeker. She's still amazing. Tree Shield Knot. Just like fill your faction war teams full of Tree Shield Knots. Okay, cool. If I can track down 2 more Void Shards, maybe I'll do another 10 pull, because this guy's legit. Nikmo Thar in there is amazing. I don't think any of the epics are worth pulling for, but that's, you know, normally those 10x's that you're targeting the epics. I don't recommend pulling today, by the way. There's no incentives other than just, you know, the normal 10x. So just don't do what I say, not what I do. It's for the content, or that's at least what I tell myself. So on to the topic of today, which is Hydra. But one more quick thing before we do that. My guess is that this Lizard Day pack is a 3-star offer. But if you're going to buy this, can you send me pictures? Because I don't have the prices on this. My guess is 50, and then 75, and then 100, and then obviously 15. So I would guess it's pretty expensive. My guess is that it's a 3-star offer, but I don't know for sure until I see the numbers. Like, if this is in the $50 range, then it makes this pack all of a sudden pretty strong. If this is in the 70, 60, 75 range, it makes this part pretty strong. And obviously the last one is good. So if you have pictures, take a screenshot of each of these as you buy them, and then send that to me in Discord. I'll be most appreciative so that I can pass that along to other people and price that out for you guys. And last but not least, if you are not ready to summon your Emic, you should be pretty close. I think I need one more batch of 25 on the free-to-play, but I'm ready to go here on the main account, and I am going to wait until... Shouldn't we be getting CVC tomorrow? I believe so. Anyway, there it is. Okay. CVC starts tomorrow. You have plenty of time left to pull this, and so I would recommend doing that, but 4 days and 13 hours, so make sure you're finishing up. I think all the events that are going to be there are there, so if you don't have them, then make sure that you get moving on it, okay? I just finished mine this morning. I know some people have theirs already, but make sure you get that done. Alright, so let's take a look at the mythical gear before we jump in here. Now, we're hoping for speed on the boots, like crit rate or crit damage on the gloves, and then attack, HP, or defense percentages, something usable, and then speed substats on all of them except the boots. So let's start with the weapon. Please be usable. Am I in the way here? I'm sort of in the way. Let me scoot myself over. This one, I don't know. I would not consider this to be really usable on my account. We have attack percentage and crit damage, and then 2 stats that don't match. maybe on like a slower champion. I mean, I'll upgrade all of these, absolutely. Now, this one has flat attack, but all the rest of them are good. I would say that's a good piece. We have defense percent, resistance, crit rate, crit damage. That one's not bad, but no speed on any of those. Attack percentage with all good substats, and speed is the #1 stat. Let's go straight to 16. Put your prediction in the comments below. Let's get my first mythical quad speed. Why not? Okay, I will take that. I will take that. And then ascend it. HP percent. If that was attack percent, holy jeez. But yeah, this is still a good piece of gear for a bomb champion if in an offset. Accuracy with speed. Yeah, that's okay. And speed boots, flat defense. Okay. Well, that's reasonable, I would say. So, nothing crazy, but still pretty cool.
Oh, wait, you serious?
Alright, now on to the topic of the video, which is the most amount of damage I've ever done in Hydra, and you can probably guess what this is from. Oh, I apparently didn't complete my auto keys? That's odd. Alright, there's one void shard. Can we get back to back? No, of course not. So make sure that you're running your clan boss now with auto. Like, why would you not? So on to the Hydra action. I know. Get into it, Jedi. It's my first day back to school and I'm stalling, okay? It is what it is. I am currently in first with my clan, Oath of Unity, but we've used 60 keys and they've used 34, so I feel like it could really go either way. They're pushing us here. I'm not really worried about any of the other clans in here, so we should take first or second. But what's going on here is the Infinity team. And I wanted to share my thoughts on this. I'm probably going to do another video on it in the next couple days on like feedback of rewards and how we need to change this in order to make it better. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about all of the Hydra Clash stuff, either if you're in it or from what you've seen. Let me know, because I want to put that in a video, so give me all of your thoughts on that. As for now, I really wanted to talk about this team in case you wanted to build it yourself. And I did 1.3 billion damage. I wouldn't say that my team is super optimized, and my Brogni can be built a lot better. But what I will do is I'll show you the stats on all my champions and my crazy Krisk build, because I'm really proud of it. And we're going to talk about the champions that you need in this team as well. If you want to see how your points are calculated, you can hit this I button here, and it will tell you what your damage was, the multiplier, and then your points, which I love. That's awesome. As a math person, we got the approximately equal to. That's amazing. But, you know, that's a really cool little addition to this game mode, right? And I wanted to mention about this team before we get too far into it. There's a lot of champions that you can run here that are going to be buff extenders, okay? But at least a couple of them need to be ones where you can have a 3-turn cooldown. Like, that's why Krisk is so good. That's why Hellborn Sprite is so good. Obviously, Lanicus is so good because she has that ally attack. But there's a lot of champions that can do this ability. So let's talk about a couple of them here so you can customize this team for yourself. Yesterday, I was working on Fox's account, and I forget who it was. Somebody on stream, maybe Zalthan, said we can use Corvus in this team. Maybe it was DeGreer, one of the regulars. Either way, thank you to whoever it was. My apologies for already forgetting who said it. I'm looking at my notes, and obviously I didn't write it down. So, either way, thank you to whoever suggested that. But Corvus is legit here. Corvus did a lot of damage, actually, from the poisons. And he has the buff extension. He has the debuff extension. All of that was great. And actually, we couldn't do it with 2 Lanicuses. We needed 2 different buff extenders on 3 turn cooldowns. I have not figured out how to put a reset champion in here. I took Kymar or Yumiko, I took them out, and I just put a 3rd buff extender in, and it worked really well on normal. You can build this for higher difficulties, and if Plarium doesn't do something about Corpulent Cadaver, then I think that everyone is going to be building this, so I think they need to address him and Trunda before the next one. Otherwise, you should start building these right away, okay? But if you want to build this for this week, that's the only guarantee that we have is this time in our life right now. I also, before we move on, I wanted to mention, like, the Trunda team as well, because you can do crazy damage with the Trundas as well as the Corpulent Cadavers, but honestly, you really need crazy stats. Like, take this. No offense here to this player, Grums, but he did 129 million on hard with double Trunda. And I don't think that this is a bad team by any means, but my guess is that these Trundas just don't have the same level of gear that some of the other teams would have. You know, if you're seeing like 1 billion damage from Trundas, they have 8,000 attack and 300% crit damage and probably 250 speed. And these Trundas probably are built more like mine, which I'll show you in a minute as well. So if you're looking for this kind of crazy damage, then you need to have crazy gear to go back that up. And check out all of my videos on Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun if you want crazy gear, because that's how you get it. Alright, so let's talk about these buff extenders. And if we go down here to other effects, positive effects, we can have the increased buff duration, and that's pretty freaking cool. I'm going to include all of my vaults in case I'm missing somebody. But Shemnath also increases the duration of all buffs on this champion. Okay, that's not going to work. But Oella is a really cool option as well because you need resistance in this team. So you can have increased resistance up the whole time, and then increases the duration of all buffs on a 3-turn cooldown if she's booked. This could definitely replace the Krisk in your team as well if you don't have him. This spot could easily go to Oella to make it easier on you. Lanicus is a really great option here as well because she has the teams up with 3 random allies. But Terrace is one that I'm going to look into because I think that he would just do a ridiculous amount of damage himself. He increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn on a 4-turn cooldown. I think that Terrace is a great option. We have Godseeker, who's great as well. Hers is a 3-turn cooldown, which makes it perfect. I did not realize Dudan here has a 4-turn cooldown. That's pretty cool. But he places a shield there, so I don't know. I would not be using him. I don't think that's a good idea. We have Demitha, who is also on a 3-turn cooldown, if I'm right here. Increases duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown, so that's not bad, but she does actual no damage. Hellborn Sprite, I was impressed with. Honestly, she does decent damage. She has increased crit rate. She's a 3-turn cooldown. She has weaken on the A1. She was really good. I liked her a lot. And then the other main one is going to be Anchorite. He does increase crit rate, increase crit damage, which can stay up for the whole fight. And then he has a 3-turn cooldown as well. And then his A1 can heal if you need it to. We have Sandlash Survivor, which she's on a 3-turn cooldown, and then she has the Provoke on her A1, which can be really helpful at the beginning of the fight to make sure that you don't get cleansed and, you get everything going. Now, you can also use multiple copies of any of these. Like, if you don't have any of these, you can level up to Hellborn Sprites and just use a bunch of rares. All of that is fine. I did really like Lanicus in this spot, right? Because she has the ally attack. She can really help in killing the heads. So, what else is important about this team? Let me get everybody to the top here, and then we can go over it. Alright, so let's take a look at the builds. The first one we want to talk about is going to be Brogni, and you want to build him with as much attack as humanly possible. If this does not get banned or nerfed, I will be pulling gear from my account in order to make this build better. Basically, my thought process was, I'm going to not disrupt my account to make this build. I'm going to just do the best I can do without stealing all of my best gear. I only stole a couple pieces. Okay, so for example, we have like crit damage gloves here that are good. Nothing wrong with them. But there's not like ascended crit damage, ascended attack percentage, something like that. Over here, we have attack percentage chest with flat attack. We had a double flat HP. This is not a very good piece. We have boots that don't have attack percentage or attack anywhere on them. There's no crit damage. These are things as examples of optimizing, okay? Over here, there's no attack percentage, but still a good piece. The helmet, there is attack percentage. This is a great piece, actually, but it's 5-star. And then over here, there's no crit damage, you know what I mean? So, like, the build is not optimized in any way. And 3,000 attack is not bad, but it's certainly not great. And the reason why I say all of this is because Brogni's build is one of the most important ones you can have in this team. The more damage he does, the more your shields are going to grow. It's based on his damage, how quickly they grow, and I simply put need more damage in here. It'd be great to have like a cruel set in here as well. It would be great to get some better stats in here, all of the things. So I will be looking to improve this build a lot when the time comes. Now, hopefully Plarium addresses it, but, sometimes they're not quick to do that. Brogni, you want to start out by using this ability here, and then you just want to have it shut off. And you want to just do this as much as humanly possible. If you have refresh accessories, which I don't think that I do, then you would want to put those on him as well, because that is going to help you with your... This is defense, and I don't know if that's worth putting on here instead of crit damage, but like that's going to help you doing your abilities more often, and then just optimizing the build, right? As much damage as possible. I think maybe we should have the shield value up over here, but I don't know. Maybe somebody can let me know if I should have gone the support tree over here for him. I don't know. And then someone in the team needs to be in a shield set. I think that was not my Lanicus. Who's in a shield set? You are. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about Hellborn Sprite next. She can do some damage. So I think putting crit rate, putting attack percentage on her is all great. The shield set, I mean, you're going to grow the shield anyway, but it's possible that we would be better suited for HP percent here and just have her do less damage, make the shield bigger. I'm not exactly sure on that, but this is the build that I used. I have 2 refresh accessories on her because her whole point is to just not use her A2. Her whole point is to increase the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. And then masteries over here. Maybe this is something like this that I should have on Brogni, right? Just the offense tree over here going down to War Master. And then over there, that's where all of the shield buffs are bigger, the cooldown cycle of magic, all of that kind of stuff. It's possible this type of build on Brogni would be better as well. The Krisk build is pretty crazy, okay? So if you can't do this, that's perfectly fine. I mean, there's not a lot of people with cursed gear like this. I have been really trying to save cursed gear, and that will really improve your damage. I've just loved this build. So if you take a look here, I have normal Nightmare Hydra stats on Krisk while in cursed. Guys, one of the things I'll be trying to do is to get more HP on him and lower his defense. We need Lydia's build. This is just my arena Lydia. Okay, so just pay attention to the speed. 250, 260, 288, whatever the case might be. Your arena build is fine for Lydia. She could be in a shield set. That would be fine as well. And then we have the Lanicus here. She does need to be in this set of Reflex. She does. If you can put some damage on her, it will help as well. Refresh accessories will help as well. And then speed, right? 280 is what speed I have on her. Last but not least, we have Corpulent Cadaver. I have him in Stalwart and the brand new buffed Retaliation. I like all of that. Also, instead of Retaliation, you could go Divine Life or Divine Speed or something like that, but you don't want him to be too fast. Like 200 speed is like the most for normal. And I don't know what it would need to be for the other difficulties, but I'm going to just tell you right now, if you're watching this video with interest, then you probably should be running it on normal or at most hard. And then working on it from there if it doesn't get banned. But this is just mostly for this week in case you need it. So that'll do it for me here today. I hope that was helpful to you. And I think that it needs addressed immediately. But hopefully it will be for when everybody can be involved with the Hydra Clash. Because I love the idea of this Hydra Clash. Absolutely love it. Thank you for watching. I'm MtgJedi. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.